I come from quite a modest background. I never imagined I'd own a house. Buying a land with planning permission, I could just draw up my friend's caravan and just be here, and frankly that was enough. I could have not built anything and been perfectly happy. But I'd also been inspired by many houses in New Zealand that had been built by women builders in particular, but had all been built on a shoestring. I just had a feeling that I could do it. I came back from New Zealand thinking, well, I could build my house. So I sat on the site in the Gypsy Caravan for about a year, planning and thinking about how to go about it. Just as I'd done this roof, got the windows in, I met Robert. And Robert was the architect, so it was just perfect because I'd got to the stage where he could then come in and add to the footprint that I'd already created and put his own mark on it, so it became our project rather than just my project.
This worktop here is a lovely bit of black, I think it's Welsh slate, I'm not sure. But it was in someone's garden and they came round and said, oh, would you like this piece of slate? And lo and behold, it was just the right amount for all we needed to make the worktop around the wood burning range. We've got a relatively small wood burner, and that's enough to keep the whole house warm in winter. And we got some oak leaves from the garden, pushed the leaves into the plaster, counted to 10 and pulled them out. This is our WC, which is actually a dry compost loop. It works brilliantly. One of the things most surprising is after it's been used, there are no smell, because all the smells are taken down into the chamber and up a vent pipe behind here. It's our chest of drawers come wardrobe, and it's actually made out of many different salvaged cupboard units, chest of drawers. I think there's about 4 different old chest of drawers, and then reassembled. And behind all this, this is a fake drawer, and that's part of the pipe work, because there's the hot water storage tank is in there that is being heated by the Rayburn, which is immediately below. So not only we keep our clothes here, but they're kept nicely dried and aired by the heat that's coming off from that storage tank. And Thrift was a keen gardener, and she lived here for a long time and before the house was built. And when we were building, we found her old wheelbarrow in the hedge, which we thought, shame not to build it into the building somehow, so it's become the cooker hood. I don't like being dependent on oil-based products. We thought, let's build this house using natural materials for the qualities of those materials. For example, the cladding here, this is all made of larch, which has natural durability, so it doesn't actually need to be painted or treated at all. So we've chosen wood that's going to be durable where it's exposed to the elements, and inside we've used other sorts of timber.
Robert's just Mr. Wood, really. He has a passion for wood, so he brought his whole wood collection with him, but also his expertise, of course, and his attention to detail. You know, it was a really good teamwork. It took 3 more years, I think, after I met Robert until we finished, and then Scarlett arrived. So the house that was designed for 1 became a house for 3, and gradually it's grown from there.
The history of British woodland is that we use the wood that comes out of it, and that's an essential element in our sort of folklore and our knowledge of timbers. So to be able to take it and make a building from it, I think that's really significant.
The general message at Thrift Cottage is all about low carbon emissions and reducing the amount of carbon, so hence trying to source all the materials for the house from the locality as much as possible.
We can look at our landscape as a living landscape that we can interact with in terms of not just food or recreation, but also building materials.
I was passionate, I had a vision of what I wanted to create, but I'd seen it. I think I'm a great believer in in the universe actually helping you. You know, some people call it God and some people call it, you know, all sorts of things, but I definitely feel that here is an amazing energy and anything's possible. You know, it makes you feel anything's possible.